I don't know if I'm okay. I don't see the light of day. Looking up to higher ground, thinking that'll be a sweet escape. These days gotta schedule the romance. They say that love is a slow dance. A short bike ride to the crib using no hands. Oh, did it feel like I'm floating? But I'm falling with both eyes closed when I let the world spin. Testing the water, she got my nerves tense. Back when I ain't even have a purpose, I was so eager to learn some things. Anxiety bring out the worst in me. Society paint me as enemy. My making it by that remedy. I'm more occasional, don't do it regularly. Backs under my eyes, weighing down heavily. Mama been worried, the devil allegedly deep in the plan. Subconsciously wanted it since I was 10. I thought I was sharp on my scroll and my pen thinking dead. So mama found she to them legs. She told me that's not who I am. But nowadays I put on for the fam, see you when I can. I'm surrounded by my feelings, I'm stuck on a Ferris wheel. I bet I perish at 140 acres. She want the horse and the carriage, a porcelain portion of garbage. I talk to the mirror, I know that life's not the fairest. I lost my can, I can't pay off the bills with the blessing. Not sure I relate to the Reddit page. It's feeling like money is everything. Money is everything. It's everything I need. Till I lay my eyes on you. I don't know what this is, yeah, but I feel like it's real, baby. I don't wanna pretend, no. I just wanna come clear, wanna see you again.
Family, what it do? What it do? Welcome to the lab. Tall boy, how you living?
It's the lab. It's the lab. It's the lab. That's what's up.
Huh?
How you doing, man?
Oh, brother,
Another
look.
week. You just came back from the southern coast. What does that say? Hey, oh, UCLA. You're a UCLA Bruin dad.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Shouts
so
out
you
to
know they
them.
got all kind of technology down there.
they better for all these checks we writing. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, they already cashing checks too. So my goodness. Well, I'll leave that alone. That's a show for another day though.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
Doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm still on an emotional roller coaster, right? You know, dropping the eldest off down there in Southern California. So I tell everybody I'm selfishly sad, but I'm ecstatic and happy for Jordan. She starts tomorrow. So yeah, she actually starts class tomorrow. But look, this whole week they've been just chilling. They definitely the Southern California and Los Angeles thing. They've been having concerts. They've been having it. Don't look, man. I child ain't called home but twice. But again, I'm not gonna get too much into that. Let me see who we got out here in these comments. Okay, I see you, senior. Good to see you, sir. Good. I need to call you, Dad. We got a shipment coming to your house Friday. Isaiah has his new iPhone and he accidentally shipped it to you instead of to me and to us. So we need to talk about some logistics on that. Lisa Maria Huggins is in the building. Hey. What song? She's talking about, you know, a song. What song was that? Our opening?
I don't know. Yeah, got to be the opening.
Okay.
That's the only song we played, right?
So far.
So far.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what's up.
What about you, brother?
In regards to my week,
life, man. I know it's been busy. I'm just gonna say that it's been a little hectic here and there, but I just want to make sure you're all right. I see you smiling, so that means you're doing okay.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Let's just say it's not my problems. That's all I'm going to say. It's not my problems.
We're gonna leave it at that. That's another again. That's another show too. That's another show too.
It's another show. Yep. I'm good. With your week in tech, I don't have nothing. But no, let me take that back. I do have something. Go to this website if you can, myfridgefood.com. TBEmedia.com. And basically, this if you don't know what you want to make for dinner or lunch or breakfast, you type in whatever the recipes are, and I mean whatever's in your kitchen. You just type in what's in your kitchen, and you add different things on there, and it will actually give you a recipe.
What?
Yeah. So you just say what you have, and you just collect Doritos, flour, cauliflower, cayenne pepper, mushrooms, fruit, and whatever, and it will give you recipes. You can click whatever you want, and give you
Wow.
recipes, random recipes, and you find your recipes, and then you go from there. Tell
Okay,
me
now
what you
that's
think.
dope, especially since it's got an app too, right?
Yeah.
So that's
MyFridgeFood.com. MyFridgeFood.com. So for the ones who like to cook and you don't know what to make for dinner, try a different recipe. See what it comes out. I would love to hear your I would love to hear some of your findings and creations.
Bro, that's pretty cool. Okay, look at you bringing value right out the gate. Okay, I like that.
I
I like.
wasn't ready to release that yet, but I got something.
You bringing some value. EB, we see you, brother. Hey, myfridgefood.com coming from Tallboy. You need to get that right there. Cecil, how you living? What up, man? How
That's
you?
DJ AC. Yeah, there
Okay,
you go. I
okay.
see DJ AC in the building. Lance Tyler from Live Streaming Friends. Look, she said, I can get with that. MyFridgeFood.com. Hey, I'm just trying to help y'all out. That's all I'm saying.
Man, I'm
All
not
the
even
chefs
going.
out there.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to copy that because I don't have nothing to add that'll top that. All I got is new cameras and lights and remote controls. I don't even want to throw the vibe off.
No, I mean, you got something, just go ahead and put it out there.
No, I'm not even gonna try. So that's all I got is I got my new camera, my ZV-E10, my Sony camera that's rocking right now. I got some remote controls to control that because it's not infrared like the ZV-1. So I can just do my zooming on that remotely. I got that. Couple of new lights. I sold my old Elgato key lights because I got tired of those being Wi-Fi connected. First, they were too expensive for what you got. They're great lights, they're decent lights, but from a studio perspective and a video perspective, and them only being able to be controlled via Wi-Fi, and if they ever have a problem connecting to your Wi-Fi, I didn't like it, so I got rid of those. And I went Godox. Godox is a well-known brand in the video lighting space, so I'm rocking those right now, and I definitely like that. See,
Okay.
look at see there she go balling. I keep the economy going. That's what I do. I keep the economy going.
I'm
Somebody
just
got to
trying to
do it.
save y'all. I'm trying to just save y'all. He just want to spend. You see the yin and the yang. I mean, but that's why he has stash stock, so that way he can have some of that money he can cash in, and then he can go out and buy these expensive lights. So I'm just not in that position just yet. I aspire to be like you on the West Coast, my brother.
But that's a perfect segue to get right into the stash stock party right now. So what do we? Oh, let me get that set up. What do we got going on tonight? We have.
Yeah, it didn't already hit us, so yeah, I got you.
You already get it. Kraft Heinz. Everyone knows about Kraft and Heinz, so definitely get into that. Let me go ahead and claim mine right quick, folks. Again, get your stock going if you're not already investing some kind of way, some kind of how, in real estate and stocks, bonds, mutual funds, crypto, whatever the case may be. Make sure you're doing it. I highly suggest you take a look at Stash and take advantage of what they provide. Use my link down there below, and you will actually get $20 off any stock that once you sign up and become a member. So definitely worthwhile doing. And I got me some Kraft Heinz tonight. Don't they make the ketchup?
Yeah, they make the ketchup.
I don't know these things.
Now,
My
here's my
kids know
question
these things.
for the ones that's watching.
Yeah.
I would love to know how many people have actually signed up for Stash stock, or at least have been getting Stash since you've been watching the show. Put that in the comments. I would love to know. Have you been doing the Stash stock since you've been watching this show, or were you already familiar with it? That's what I would like to know. Put in the comments. Yes, I have Stash stock, or I'm going to get Stash stock, or I like what Stash stock is all about, and I'm going to eventually sign up. So just put in the comments. Do you have it? Have you thought about it, or are you going to get it?
I will say I'm looking at my metrics now, and 2 people since we started doing this have utilized my link. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. I wish more folks were taking advantage of it, but kind of like you said, maybe they're already doing some other investing on
It's free.
Yeah, it's free. That's exactly right.
Look, it's 20% of the people that's watching right now. So that's good. That's a good number.
That's good.
That's good.
JP High Tech in the building. I see you, sir. You see these LUTs running, right? These are JP High Tech creations right here. So make your boy come through looking clear. So appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. Lisa Maria says she's got hers. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
She was already on it, so good. Make sure you tell folks and take advantage of. Look, here's a little pro tip from content creators. Affiliate revenue, affiliate marketing is the truth, right? Not everyone is a partner on YouTube. Not everyone is selling merchandise from a swag perspective. Our relationships that we have, like with Amazon and the products that we use, and when we recommend an affiliate link, that really helps supplement, that really helps support creators in terms of what we do and what we love to do on a continual basis. So yeah, it may be small, but small things add up to larger things. And Tallboy and I, we don't recommend anything that we don't use at all ourselves. Right. So it's when we give you an Amazon link, when we give you a Best Buy link or Micro Center, I don't have any Micro Centers out here, which is probably a good thing for me. But when we give you those links and ask you to go at least check them out, we have definitely done our due diligence and said that this is a product that we recommend for you, since we're talking specifically to the consumers.
There it is.
Look at that. Lance got both Stash and Acorns. I just closed my Acorns account, but yeah, Acorns is dope too. So yep.
There it is. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this. Let's get these topics going, brother.
Yeah, brother. We got some interesting topics for you tonight, folks. Definitely want to have some participation as well from you guys, because we want to get your opinions on some of these items. TikTok versus YouTube versus, what is it, Instagram Reels versus Snapchat, all of that. It doesn't matter. TikTok is winning.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. So I'm going to let you go first, because I don't get it. My whole TikTok feed is just full of craziness. That's all I can put it. I don't know how to customize my TikTok feed. Go ahead, brother.
So the question is, are you on TikTok? Are you at least watching any content on TikTok? Please put in the comments and let us know if you're on TikTok at all. This is crazy. There was a report, an analytics firm called App Annie, who basically said that they wanted to say, just find out the analytics and find out what's going on. And they said that more people are consuming content on TikTok than YouTube. And they were watching more than 24 hours of content per month compared to the 22 hours and 40 minutes watched on YouTube. So basically that's about 2 hours and 2 hours and not cents, but 2 hours and 20 minutes more than what people are watching on YouTube. So it looks like people like short form content as opposed to that long drawn out content. For me, I like, if it's compelling, I want to watch it. And I want to hear what you have to say. But unfortunately, I guess the way the news is structured, I guess the way people are put, with Instagram and Facebook coming out with the videos, with it only being, I think when we originally started, it started out at 15 seconds, and now you're up to a minute, and now you can do more with Reels, you can do more with Instagram Live. Well, TikTok is claiming it, and everyone is basically saying that they want the companies such as Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, they're all trying to model what TikTok is doing. And basically this App Annie analytics firm has confirmed for 2 years in a row. Now, they said that the UK, Rich Vibes, if he's watching tonight, they consumed nearly 26 hours of content a month as compared to less than 16 on YouTube in that same time frame. Mm-hmm. Now, to point out this content or how they drove the analytics, the viewership was on Android phones, right, as opposed to iOS phones. Could have possibly, brought the numbers up or brought them down. We don't know, but most of the content or all of the data was brought from Android phones. So I definitely want to at least point that part out. So we don't know if the numbers would go higher if they were on iOS devices, or would they go lower if they were on iOS devices? So we don't know that part. But basically, the conclusion has reached that every major platform is currently trying to replicate the success of TikTok with the short form video. Instagram has the Reels. Twitter had a thing called Fleets that I really did not know anything about. And then Reddit has something where they have short form video in the process, or it's in the making. So this is something that's short form video seems like that's the way to go. I mean, and when you
Yeah.
look at the news segments on TV, it looks like, not just trying to be funny, everything is a 2-minute piece. You'll do a 30-minute interview and you might get one sound bite.
That's true. That's very true.
So that's it looks like this is where it's at. And I don't know how long the TikTok videos are, but I think it's 2 minutes, 2.5, maybe 3 at the top, at tops.
Again, I can't understand TikTok, brother. Look, I got too much salt in the beer to understand what's going on there. But I do agree that short form content, look, we're always talking about our stream here. We chop it up into micro content and push it out to various platforms because everyone's attention span is so small, right? We'll stream here for an hour, but the vast majority of folks aren't going to watch a whole hour stream. They're not. So it's in our best interest to chop that up and have it specifically for topics. Now, TikTok does do a good job. When I do look at the streams, they do an excellent job of being able to allow the users to filter, customize, puts overlays on it, make it unique to them. Even better than an Instagram or Snapchat, or Facebook is coming out with their reels as well. So I was going to say that it was just the younger generation, but I really see this as being something that's just really across the spectrum. Folks, again, don't have a lot of time to be sitting around trying to have long form content unless they're listening to something like a podcast, right? Unless they're like when we get off the air here, I'm going to the gym. I'm throwing on Melanie Diane Howe's podcast. I'm listening to whatever her latest episode is, and that's what I'm listening to in the gym. But as far as watching a long YouTube video, as far as watching a long stream or something, that's really not in the cards for a lot of folks. But I would love to see some other people's suggestions and what their thoughts are on this. It is interesting, though, that they only did. I wonder why they only pulled Android users as opposed to pulling iOS users. But again, I'm not watching. I'm probably watching as much TikTok as I am YouTube because I'm trying to understand the platform from a content creation perspective, right? You and I, content creators, we live on YouTube. That just makes sense. That's what we do. But the next evolution, the next big thing really is that short form content, and TikTok seems to be winning. So I'm trying to understand it myself. And this just seems to be kind of conclusive evidence. But tell us what you feel out there, folks. And shouts out to the people that are joining us in the comments. Sammy Superstar, we were just talking about you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Now, like I said, I love YouTube, and even YouTube is doing short form content now, but for me, I just started watching something called Barstool with Deion Sanders and what he's doing down there at Jackson State.
Yeah.
And I think the videos are 30 to 40 minutes long. You got the Breakfast Club interviews that I watch. You may watch something in regards to SaaS products streaming. What is it? Oh my God, I can't think of what SaaS stands for right now. But basically,
software as a service.
Yeah, software as a service, lifetime deals. I'm looking at that. I look at that long form content. But I mean, I get it. If you can do it in the nuts and bolts and do it in less than 30 seconds to a minute. TikTok videos are 3 minutes. I looked it up. So if you can do a whole video in 3 minutes and I can grasp the basic concept, if you want to learn more, then yeah, you'll go to YouTube. For me, I'd rather just see the step-by-step process.
You like Cecil? Cecil say he, too old for TikTok.
Yeah. But people are making money off of TikTok. And if it works, I just haven't found a way to monetize it. Everyone has their own platform of what's good for them, whether it's Facebook for more of our people that are 45 and up. You got Instagram that are probably our millennials, the 20, I would say 13 to 21 or 13 to 27, but it seems
Mhm.
like there's more of that 18 to 21-year-old content or 18 to 25-year-old. And then now you have the TikTok and the Snapchats that are more teen based.
Mm.
So I couldn't get with Snap. I can't get with TikTok, but I know people are winning over there on TikTok. And it's like, hey, we could do the big views on TikTok and we probably could, the promos that, when I say big view, I'm talking about the promos that we do promoting the show. I just don't have the time or the patience to try and figure it out. I'm now on LinkedIn, but I never thought that
Yeah.
me would be on LinkedIn. So, I mean, you have to find the platform that's perfect for you, or where you feel comfortable at. And maybe I'm getting too old,
Yeah.
you
So,
know.
so what you're saying right there, and Eric came in with the comment at the right time. I always thought that that's all TikTok was just dance challenges, and unfortunately, there's just challenges out there right now with the youngsters called devious
Licks.
licks.
Yeah,
Right. So
licks.
yeah, I mean the kids are out there tearing up the bathrooms at the high schools and everything, and it's ridiculous. We got a mail message the other day talk about you will get arrested if your kids get caught tearing up the so that's what I thought TikTok was, but people are actually turning it into revenue
No,
generating
it's a
content. So
yeah, the people are showing you how to cook, show you how to make a healthy meal. People are showing you how to work out. They're showing you how to, how to not break into a car, but if you lock your keys in the car, they're
you
showing
said
you
break
how to
into
do
a
this
car.
stuff. Well, that's what I'm thinking off the top of my head. I'm sorry. Don't judge me.
Hmm.
But I mean, people are showing you funny skits, and they're and comedians are getting on there, and they can tell their joke in 3 minutes, and if they can hit that point in 3 minutes, and you can get a laugh out of it. I mean, they have gospel challenges. I love it, So I'm not on TikTok every day, not as much as some other people that I know, but like I said, it's just not my platform. But
Yeah.
I do believe that it's out there for someone, and clearly they're winning.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think it's new users. So we're trying to drive you over here to YouTube. If we promote on TikTok, they may want to come over here. Who knows?
That's
So
a good
maybe that's
point.
something we have to do as a challenge before the end of the year.
Yeah, that's a good point. I want to go back to a comment here from Mr. Robert Lee. Good to see you too, brother. He says, got to disagree that long form content will work when it relies on engagement or Q&A, but I do hear what you're saying. Yeah, everything has its time and its place, right? It's kind of my answer to that. And certain topics, certain conversations work in different scenarios. What we talk about each segment, each topic, we have a counter that says 10 minutes for the topic. We can't break it down in just 30 seconds talking about TikTok versus Snapchat, right? Those type of things. So even just this topic, we have to go kind of verbose and kind of long winded about it, so we can round the corner and get to what it is that we're trying to say. But I completely agree with you as well that some things have to be longer and some things can be less verbose, less wordy, and straight to the point. Because again, everyone has a different attention span. I think everyone's attention span is quite short. So if we can talk about what we got to say and get to the point sooner than later, we'll either have more engagement and we'll have more retention. But man, appreciate the comment on that though, brother.
Yeah. I like Juanita's comments, and I work in a high school, and she hopes that her students are foolish enough. I think she's saying, I hope they are not foolish enough to tear up the bathrooms.
Well, I need to go in that bathroom and look. I said, I wish you would tear up my bathrooms at this school. That's pretty much what she want to say.
Yeah, they out there getting the toilet roll paper. They getting the fire alarm. I mean, they pulled the fire alarm. They had a new segment here, so it is what it is, man. You forgot the timer, so I'm pretty sure we're over 10 minutes, but it is what it is.
8.5.
Oh, okay.
I'm
You
loving the
said no.
engagement, right? So the fact that
Yeah.
we've got more comments and more engagement, that's even more impressive and more worthy of talking about right now. Eric is asking, do you know if any information is vetted on TikTok? And what do you mean when you say information is vetted on TikTok, Eric?
I mean, it's no different than somebody getting on YouTube right now and saying that they want to have a show. They're just saying this is their expertise. And if
Mhm.
you're good at whatever it is that you do, if you can juggle, and if you can juggle in 3 minutes, and you can juggle beer cans, fruit, and something heavy, a brick, and you can do it in three, people are going to find that entertaining. They're going to find that weird. It's different. if you can find a way to make yourself official, because in the young people's terms, if you out here capping,
Mm.
you're not being real with yourself, they're gonna clown you and
Yeah.
you're gonna be up out of here. No different if you come on to YouTube and you start a channel and your stuff is not factual, they're going to clown you,
Yeah.
and your validity is not going to be worth anything, and no one's not going to take you seriously. So whether you get on Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn, YouTube, Reddit, or anything, whatever value you put out there, you're trying to just inform people. No different from that website. What was it? Bring my food. What was it this morning that I said?
myfridgefood.com.
Yeah, myfridgefood.com. If that did not work, then you're going to say the validity, Tallboy don't know what he's talking about. That ain't your thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take him seriously. But if you go to myfridgefood.com and you try it yourself and you get these recipes, I didn't tell you the food was going to come out good. I just told you if you don't know what you want to make and you use myfridgefood.com, it will give you
Disclaimer
some
right there.
recipes.
You give it a little disclaimer. I love it. I love it. Eric has said, okay, are the posts about vaccines, are there any real doctors or experts? I would take everything that you see online with a grain of salt and make sure you do your own research. I'm just going to put it to you that way. From the content that I've seen in my feed, which I am definitely trying to customize and figure out why all I see are people shaking their butt, and I don't know how to fix
It's just
that.
what you get on your timeline. That's just in your algorithm.
Yeah, show me how to change my. Can someone help me to figure that out, please? Oh my
But it's
Lord.
all about what you consume. If you consume business and entrepreneurial and tax tips and PPP tips as opposed to booty shaking, we just know what type of content you like to watch because it just keeps coming down your feed.
I
So
got nothing to do with it.
apparently you like people getting arrested and you like people fighting. That's what you like. But for me, I'm looking for more business tips, and I get gospel here and there, and I just
there we
like
go.
and pick what I
Okay,
want.
see, let's move on. I'm World Star. I'm World Star, right? And
And I'm more
you
LinkedIn.
and you more LinkedIn. You know what? Y'all see how he told me, but that's all right. I'm gonna leave it
You
at
said
that.
you said you were World Star.
I'm gonna leave it alone. Microsoft
Yeah.
has launched some products. You said that you didn't know if people would be completely interested in this. I don't know either, but I just wanted to put it out there since we spent a lot of time a couple of weeks ago talking about the Apple launch and the Apple
It was
event.
just last week. It was not a couple of weeks ago.
I,
It was just last week. It felt like it was an eternity, but it was just last week. So
I've been
look,
through a
people,
lot in the last 7 days, brother. I've been through a lot.
last week Apple had their event and they talked about all the stuff that they were releasing, from the iPad mini, the iOS 13, the Pro, the Max, and the other phones, but they range from $599 to $1,099. And then the watch, I think that it was just 3 products that they released, right?
Correct. It was
Okay.
just, the new.
Well, today they released Microsoft. They released their product offerings for 2021, and they have the Surface Pro 8. They also have the Dual, which is the phone, the foldable phone, the Slim Pen 2. They now have Intel processors, adaptive kits to make your Surface more accessible, which I'm not sure what that is, and we'll dive into that a little bit more. And then they also have an eco-friendly mouse that is 20% recycled ocean plastic. So my thing to James was, more people are more in tune with Samsung and iPhone than they are Microsoft. Do you agree with me or do you not? So let us know what you think. Do you like Microsoft products? They didn't talk anything about Xbox, so that, even though that's a Microsoft product, we're talking about what they released today: the ocean plastic mouse, the Intel processors, the Slim Pen, the Surface Dual, which is the foldable phone, and the Surface Laptop Studio. Do you even care about Microsoft products? So
That's an interesting question that you asked right there. Do people care? That's an interesting question. Right.
And while we wait, for that, the Surface Laptop Studio, Basically, that's the new computer that they are putting out, and it looks like it might be like a tablet and a computer.
Yeah.
And what they did was they put a hinge behind it to where you can bring it up closer, and it's touch screen, so you can actually touch it, and you can do whatever functionalities that you want, whether it's opening up apps, opening up Microsoft Word, pulling up your calculator, or any other thing that's going on with that. Basically, it has a, if I'm correct, a 120 hertz screen. They're really talking about this new flexible dynamic woven hinge, which says it's durable and allows the laptop to transition between modes such as a larger Surface Studio, and it supports modes such as laptop, stage, and studio. So I'm not sure what all that means, but if you click on that first link where it says Microsoft Studio, there's an image of the three images where it looks like a tablet, it looks like a studio, I guess, and then it also looks like what is it? The studio, the stage, and the, I don't know what that and the laptop. So
Yeah. So what this is everyone copying everyone, in my opinion, and I think those who have followed tech companies releasing products. First of all, I want to say shout out to Greg. I see, man. I saw you comment about the Surface Duo. It was dope. I think it's pretty neat too. But Apple comes out with their launch. Google will come out with their launch. It'll be phones. It'll be Chromebooks. It'll be all of that. Then you got the Dells and the IBMs and the Lenovo's and all of those folks. It's very interesting to see Microsoft really try to make themselves a presence in the hardware market, right? Everyone knows them from software. A high percentage of folks run them from an operating system perspective on their desktop, and they had a dope phone too. I wish the Windows phone was still around because that was actually pretty cool back in the day. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but it's really interesting to see them coming out with higher quality, higher tier infrastructure and hardware. It's kind of in the Apple price range, right? So they're trying to set these services as a little more than your typical Dell or your typical Asus or Acer or HP, those kinds of things. The fact that they're touchscreen, it can be used as a tablet, can have a keyboard attached to it. The fact that this Surface Duo 2 folds out. Samsung has done that with their new mobile device as well. And now this Surface Duo 2 also has 5G support. So it's huge, right? No one wants to carry this big old thing in their pocket, but you've got 5G support. This man breaks out the Minute Maid right in the middle of my talk, and I can't stay focused on this. But again, you've got now options for connectivity and capability, and I think it's just really interesting to see Microsoft, who no one really took them seriously as a high-end hardware manufacturer, now coming out with some decent products. I've had a couple of Surfaces. They work great. I like the port connectivity on the Surface as opposed to even the iPad, because we had to go different routes. We had to go with I had to go with Fledging with their dock to get additional connectivity on my iPad, but Surface Pro and the Surface Duo and the Surface Slim, all of those actually have all of the USB and all of the, I don't think they had HDMI, but they had all the USB type of connectivity directly integrated into the device. So I love that piece. But the fact that they've got new Intel processors, that just makes sense. They have to, right? In order to stay competitive, they can't still be rocking old AMD or the old i3 processor. So they got to upgrade it and be competitive with that end. And again, everyone is following everyone else. The fact that now they're talking about an eco-friendly accessory, the mouse, you couldn't even say it with a straight face. I can't say it with a straight, but it's good for the planet. So shouts out to Microsoft for lowering their carbon footprint with this eco-friendly mouse. It just makes sense. All the big boys are following each other and trying to do something that they think will differentiate themselves from the other. Microsoft just has a war chest of funds, so why not come out with an updated lineup?
Well, they want to own a corner of the market as well.
Yeah.
And not to take anything away from the Surface Pro, because it seems like it's a quality computer or laptop. It's got first, it's a quad core i5, or they're selling the i7 processors. So basically, if you have i7, that's great for streaming. i5 is great, for just basic functionality. Just try and stay away from i3 because everybody's going up. And I think, well, i9 is out on the market. So you really want to go i7 or i9 just to kind of future proof yourself. But they have the Intel chip inside of both of the i5s and the i7s. And you can have the option of 16 gigs and 32 gigs of RAM and up to 2 terabytes of removable solid state drive storage. That's pretty cool. Now, the other thing that I like about it is that they're moving over to Thunderbolt, and I think everyone is starting to incorporate Thunderbolt into their laptop. So that's something that needs to be definitely highlighted.
Yeah.
The laptops are starting out at $1,599. So for it to be a $1,600 laptop, that's not bad. And the NVIDIA RTX 3050 graphics card is in there, which is definitely needed for streaming.
You know what that is as well? Greg is making a good point. The convergence of gaming as well. Higher end processors, Thunderbolt connectivity, more RAM. And you're a gaming aficionado, right? So think about this. Now you've got this mobile device that could be your next gaming laptop, right? Very, very thin form factor, Thunderbolt connectivity. It's got an i9 in it.
Yeah. Man, no, i7, i5 or i7.
Okay, my bad.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, but again.
Yeah, I mean, you can play your Xbox on. You can play your Xbox on this thing if you have one. I'm a PS5 guy, so that's not going to make that work. But you can play your video games on this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look more about this. Let me see if I can find it. The what is it? The mouse, the ocean plastic. Like, who cares? Excuse me, I don't want to say that. I don't want to lose sponsorship.
Watch your tone now. Watch your tone.
I'm sorry. Basically, they are recycling and sustainability.
That's beautiful. Look at
Instead of the scroll wheel controls or high precision DPI, the ocean plastic mouse is notable because it has a shell made of 20% recycled ocean plastic and packaging that is 100% recyclable.
And that's beautiful.
So if you want to say you saved the earth, buy the mouse. Now, I wonder how much this mouse is. $25. That's not bad for a mouse. You can still go to the Goodwill and get one for like $2.99, but $25, that's a nice Christmas present for somebody.
Lisa Maria throwing haymakers. She said it. Who cares? Oh my gosh. She clowning.
Yeah. Like I said, now the thing that I want to know more about is this, the Dual. It says it gets 2 cameras and 5G support. So maybe you can slide up to that one real quick.
Yeah.
The Duo, they want $14.99 for this phone. It's a foldable. It only has a 90 hertz refresh rate, so it doesn't give you that full 120 hertz.
I don't even know how you can call this a phone, right? It's 2 6-inch screens mashed together.
How do you put that in your pocket?
You can't, man. Look, my new phone is not going to be this big one as well. I'm going from the, what is this? I think 6.5. I'm going down to the 6.1 because I don't like this big candy bar shaped of a phone in my pocket. I don't know.
I like big phones. It kind of reminds me of back in the late 80s when they had the briefcases with the phones.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're talking about 2 tablets and you're able to fold it, but you can still make your phone calls. So, I mean, if you want to watch your movies, you want to watch your content, I mean, I get clowned because I watch my TV shows on my phone as opposed to watching it on my 44-inch, however big size that TV is in my room. I don't watch TV. I watch it on my phone.
Yeah. So
that say you have a bigger phone. Yeah. But $1,500, that's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. But that's an interesting point as well. And I do want to pivot, but I first of all got to say what's going on too. We got royalty in the room. We got Miss Jillian Morin in the building. Shouts out to you. This is I better straighten up and act right because Jillian's in the room and I don't want to say anything that I'm probably not supposed to say. Appreciate you for joining us.
Hi, Jillian.
Yeah.
get him, Jillian.
Get him right. You see me sit up straight, right? When I saw her pop up. But you're in a different use case, right, from a content creation and a content consumption perspective. The fact that you watch your television off of your mobile device. I think you're eventually going to be coming into the majority, though, right? Because again, we're always on the go. We always go everywhere with these mobile devices, consuming content, right? Everyone thought that the iPad was going to be the primary, or the tablet was going to be the primary consumption device, but it really is the mobile phone, because everything is now being rendered for that smaller form factor, the 5.7, 6.1, 6.5, whatever the case may be. And you can easily now multitask. So with YouTube, right, on Android and iOS, you can have the picture in picture. So you could be doing multiple things at the same time. I think you're just slightly ahead of the curve. And I think that will actually become more of a norm. So that, for that instance, I think it makes sense, this Surface Duo 2, to have these multiple screens, multitasking, being able to have one thing going at one time, maybe have a spreadsheet going on another one of the screens and doing email and then watching a video. But again, that's really the convergence of all of these platforms and all these products getting smaller, getting faster because they got these faster processors, and having that 5G connectivity. Right. So again, you're going to be able to do what it is that you're trying to do wherever you are. So it's just that evolution of peripherals with the way we as consumers consume content. We already talked about TikTok, short form content being the next thing. So I love it.
The phones are next. So, I mean, yes, you have your laptops for work, but I mean, if you're on the go, I mean, you got to think your phone is a computer. You're really multitasking while you're on the go. I mean, how many people are shooting video or recording something, checking their emails while they're driving when they're probably not supposed to. So when you're at home or you're in your office, you have your computer, but you can do everything right there on that $600 to $1,800 phone, shall we say?
Dang, that's a big gap. 600. I'll tell you what. Let's do another aspect of this story before we go into our call to action, because I've got it here in the topic about the Portal hardware. So my favorite guy, and I say that sarcastically because everyone who has watched this show knows how much I talk madness about Mark Zuckerberg, but he did a Facebook Live the other day talking about new Portal hardware. And if you're not familiar with the Portal is Facebook's hardware, allowing you to have a physical device in your home, on your kitchen table, or wherever in your bedroom, with a display that's connected to messengers, connected to WhatsApp, it's connected to Zoom, and allowing you to engage and interact with video conferencing with your loved ones. There's over 1 billion people on Facebook. It kind of makes sense. Like this, it does. It kind of makes sense. You can't get away from it. You may want to get away from it, but your mother, your grandmother, your aunts and your uncles are on Facebook. You may not want to be, but they are, and they want to see you. My daughter's down in LA right now. We're going to start doing not just FaceTime calls, but I'm actually considering getting one of these portals for the grandparents. And I probably shouldn't say that because my dad's on here watching the show, and now he knows what he's going to get for Christmas. Man, I wish I could. Forget you heard that, sir. Forget you heard that.
You want me to?
Yeah, can you back that up and repeat that for? Yeah.
Yeah. So this is pretty cool because remember, if you grew up in the '80s, you know the Jetsons. And the Jetsons, I'm just saying what it is, right? Mr. Spacely would get on George, and George get in the office. And I mean, now you can you can't teleport right through the portal, but you can actually see what's going on.
Yeah.
And you can actually have a full blown conversation. Now, what I like about the portal is and if I'm correct, and I have to go find where it is, but it actually moves as you go. So if you move to the left, the portal tracks you, and it lets you see everything in the room, or wherever you go. So you don't have to pick up the tablet or pick up the Echo or whatever, and you have to show it around. If you walk over, the camera will literally give you that movement with it standing at in its still place, shall we say.
Yeah. So it's just like for iOS folks,
smart camera
will be getting Center Stage on the new iOS devices, and the new app is called Center Stage. But the new Portal Go and the new Portal Plus have that ability to actually track individuals in the room, which is very cool. And it'll auto pan, auto zoom as you have more and more people joining in the video display. So that's coming out. 10 inches versus the 14 inches. Quite a difference in price, $199 versus $349. So get in where you fit in with that. I'm liking the look of this 14-inch display one, but just keep in mind that there is a significant price difference in that. Augmented reality capabilities as well with these devices. Hi-fi sound, smart sound, couple of colors, like I was saying, Messenger, WhatsApp, and Zoom.
I think the middle tier would be okay. I don't think you need to go out and just go all out and go
Come
get
on.
the Portal Plus.
How long you know me, brother?
Well, I know you want to just ball out, but I mean, 349 versus the 179 or the 199. I mean, do you really? What is it? A 14 HD display, dedicated calling devices. Scroll down a little bit more. The smart sound. You don't really need the smart sound, man.
Come on. Yes, I do.
It's giving you Messenger and WhatsApp. Now, if you want it, go get it. But I'm just saying, do you need it? Nah, you don't need it. So you just want it. So, and that's fine. But like I said, there's not too much more difference. It has Amazon built in with it, Amazon Alexa built in.
Yeah.
It has the blue jeans. It has the workplaces. You have everything the same camera size, no matter on all four of the devices.
Except the Portal has a 13 megapixel camera, as opposed to the other ones have 12 megapixel. But the other new ones have that follow me type of.
So the Portal Go or the Portal Plus. So I would definitely pick the one that has the one that follows. So outside of that, I mean, do you really need the 349, James?
Do I need to have this? Do I need this 50-inch TV mounted on behind me when I use my desktop to watch TV all day? Not really, but do I need an electric? Well, I do need an electric car. That's why it's in the garage. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Papa James needs that 349. Go ahead, give Papa James that 349. Go ahead.
Got to do it. But Lisa Maria said she said it's not a toy that she wants, but
but look at it like this, Lisa. You get a chance to keep up with your family members. If they have one, you have one.
That's the value in this.
That's the whole value. It's I can actually see you. And with the times of COVID, think about the people that are in the hospital right now. You put one of these inside of the hospital, you can actually have a conversation with them on a daily basis, and and you can check out or see their health. Or maybe you can't get up. You live in New York, Lisa, and James is out there in California. Yes, you can talk, and yes, you can do Messenger, but just imagine you're just sitting right there at your kitchen table and you're cooking and he's in his office. This is, you can use Messenger. You can do WhatsApp, but Facebook is saying, hey, we have 1 billion people and they want a piece of the pie, just like Microsoft wants a piece of the pie. So they're just saying, hey, let's just get this hardware. We want it. We want you to have it. And Facebook is a trusted product. It's a trusted name. So why not?
He said, let's just get this product out here in the marketplace, get it out there before holiday time. The new Portal Go and Portal Plus are pre-order only right now. I guarantee you that Zuckerberg is not going to have these out there too long. He's going to have them ready for you by the time holiday time comes, folks. So go and get your pre-order. To be honest,
before we go into the CTA, y'all need to do y'all's Christmas shopping early. I was watching a report today. Y'all not going to get these Christmas products. No, because you got to remember, these ports have been closed. They're shipping this stuff over from China. So you really need to be doing your Christmas shopping now. Don't wait till November, Black Friday, December, because if it's not in the store and you try to order, I'm telling you now, you're probably not going to get it till after Christmas. We've all heard on TV where they have said that, the what is it? The ships have been held back.
Yeah. No, I heard the show. I heard it last night. I'm gonna find the story right now.
The microchips. You can't get the cars. You can't get video games. You can't get phones. They're talking about things are about to go up because they can't get the chips in. The ships. The plants and the places that build out the chips are closed because of COVID. Then when they do get them on the ships, they can't get them overseas because it's taking forever for whatever the reason may be, because you're stuck in the canal or they didn't pay the fines or they didn't pay the fees, whatever the case may be. Just do your shopping early. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I'm giving you. Just do it early.
You
You better
talking?
tell everybody tonight, what do you want for Christmas, so you can have it on because December 25th. Look, you might get it February 14th. Love you.
Right, you talking truth because right here's a story right here. Right, as of Monday, there were 97 cargo ships stuck in the L.A. and Long Beach ports, full of whatever, cars, gifts. Your Amazon products that you thought you were gonna get are stuck in the L.A. harbor right now, and piling that up again, as you were saying. On top of holiday time, Christmas and holiday time come around, and piling that on top of the infrastructure shortage from a chip perspective on technology side, it's going to be really sad when you again expect to get your whatever it is. And
this was going to happen. You're going to have an envelope, and they're going to unfold it like this, and it's going to be like, here you go. It's coming. I'm just telling you now. That's what's going to happen. I'm giving you a heads up. Don't be that person. Ask your people now, what do they want for Christmas? Get it now because it's going to be delayed. Don't be cursing out the mailman.
You can't even get sauce at Chick-fil-A. See that right there?
Yeah, you can't get nothing. I'm just telling you. Just do your shopping early.
First of all, I know this person, I love her to death, but she sure is capping on your boy. Talk about you can't. I guess she talk about I can't get my razors anymore. She talking. Okay.
Man, that's brutal.
Yeah, that's terrible, right?
Look, I need a shave too, so I can join the club too.
MBH coming in hard on me. Okay, I know. Wow. That's all right though. She's special folks though. She get a pass. It's all right though.
Wow. CTA?
I don't know. I'm all thrown off right now, but go ahead, brother. Do what you got to do.
Hey, everybody. My name is Tallboy. That's James Hicks. We're trying to give you valuable content. Why don't you check us on the LiveTechShow.live. Takes you right to our YouTube channel. But if you don't want to do that, you can go to Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, which we're never on, but it's the Lab Tech Show. And we got you. All the tech news and tech trends.
I'm on Twitter. I got
the Lab Tech Show. You post on the Twitter Lab Tech Show?
I had to take a look at my counter there. I got 5,612 people follow me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, brother.
On the Lab Tech Show or on Jay Hicks?
Well, no. See now,
I said the Lab. See, you didn't listen. The Lab Tech Show. We not on there. We on there, but we not on there. We on TikTok too, but we not on there. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I did 2 posts on TikTok, and then I don't know what else happened.
Hey, you all right with me, MD? What's up?
She about to get banned. Hold on, she about to get a YouTube timeout.
Keeping it real. MD keeping it real. I like it.
Yeah, she about to get put on YouTube timeout. All right, let's go and get focused. Let's get back into.
We doing the other one because I think we almost out of time, right?
I can record all day on Ecamm, brother.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do it.
You brought a very interesting story talking about network connectivity, network protocols, and what's the difference and why we need both. And I think this is a relevant story to talk about because it can be confusing, and it doesn't have to be, right? This story, 5G. Go ahead.
Before you get started, don't get mad because I told people to bring their favorite beverages to the show. I'm about to drink mine while you break this down. So if you have your favorite beverage, bring it on out. Now, I don't endorse them and they don't endorse me, but I like this drink. And if anybody wants to call Minute Maid, you can tell them Tallboy drinks live right out the carton while he's explaining 5G versus Wi-Fi. So now you're not disturbed while I'm drinking. That's the disclaimer.
I'm actually going to take you off screen. So the question or the conversation is around, and now I hear him like slurping in my ears. Y'all don't hear this, but he's slurping in my ear. 5G versus Wi-Fi and the difference in that. It's a good conversation to have, right? Because one really focuses on the in-house network protocol, the Wi-Fi 2.4, 5 gigahertz, and what's coming down the road, Wi-Fi 6, which will hopefully be out next year. And then the other one is more from a cellular and mobile connectivity perspective, right? The folks that are on, nobody's on 2G anymore. I wanted to say 2G, but 3G, 3G,
And
LTE, and
3G
5G.
is almost gone too.
I'm old, brother. Again,
I said it's almost gone. They're trying to phase it out.
well, again, like I say, I've been around since the old AOL days, so I
Yeah, you're
know
right.
I've been
Yeah.
around since the BBS days, but
Okay.
keep that in mind, but realize that you, depending on your use cases and what you're doing, you need proper connectivity to do what it is that you're trying to do. When you're in the home, I highly recommend that you get the fastest internet connection that you can comfortably afford, for the reason that you aren't the only one using the internet, and we've got all these connected devices. If you got a phone, if you've got a smart watch, if you have a Hulu connection, Apple TV, if you're Netflix, if you're streaming content from the internet, that's taking your bandwidth. And if you've got multiple people doing it at the same time, so if you got kids in the house and they're playing first person shooter games and you got one watching YouTube, whatever the case may be, again, you have to take that into consideration when you look at your internet connectivity and your internet packages. If you're just living by yourself, you don't, and you're not pushing out 4K video from a content creation perspective, if your uploads requirements aren't significant, maybe you don't need a fat pipe from internet connectivity perspective. But bear that in mind, and take my word on the fact that get the fastest internet connection that you can comfortably afford, especially if you're living in a family situation, because multiple people are going to be utilizing the environment, and it's going to become a huge bottleneck and can become uncomfortable if, again, you got multiple people doing things at the same time. From a mobile perspective, think about the fact that your carrier, be it either AT&T, be it either T-Mobile, Verizon, whoever the case may be, everyone is eventually moving to 5G. 5G will allow, again, more connectivity, more upload, more download speed, so we can actually stream those videos. We can actually download content much faster, without the buffering, without the old choppiness. I don't know if anyone says buffering anymore, but with the choppiness that you would typically get on a lower connection. But the reason for this story, and I'm glad, Tallboy, that you brought it up again, is just to keep in mind the difference between the in-home connection, the Wi-Fi 2.4 versus 5 versus what's coming out with the Wi-Fi 6 connection versus the mobile connectivity, which is the 3G, LTE, 4G, and the 5G connection. They're different, but you need both in varying and different use cases. So when you're buying a smart TV and it says that it's smart and it's Wi-Fi connected, keep that in mind, that that's another device that's going to be on your internet connection, that's going to be draining resources, draining performance, while you're sitting at home also probably on your phone. So just keep that in mind. Just wanted to bring that up. It doesn't necessarily have to be a long conversation that we have here, but just wanted folks to kind of understand that core principle of the difference between the Wi-Fi connection versus the mobile data connection. 5G versus 5 gigahertz, 2.4 versus 5, and 3G versus 4G versus LTE, things of that nature. So there's my rant for the day.
So real briefly, let's start with 5G. 5G is primarily more cellular or mobile networks,
Didn't I say that?
and I don't know if you did. I don't know if you broke it down the way I'm about to break it down, but they're licensed on Spectrum brands and on bands, BANDS, which are auctioned off to the highest bidders, such as T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T, and they have to pay to use those bands. And basically, they are saying that they make us, as the consumer, pay for those bands, if that makes any sense. They have to build out a network of connected base stations capable of sending out a signal that's strong enough for the network to serve multiple people in urban areas all at once. And so basically, to recoup that investment, that's why they make us pay for it. Now, with Wi-Fi, there's two different bands that they're on. So this is something totally different from 5G. This is 2.4 gigahertz and 5G. So if you have a router and it says it's a 2.4 or it's a 5 gigahertz or it's both, you need to understand what those really mean. So that 2.4 gigahertz has a lower potential top speed, but it penetrates better. And so it has a longer range than the higher frequency. Whereas the 5 gigahertz, which is in your house, now this is the router, can deliver faster speeds, but it doesn't penetrate things like the walls. So when you're in the house, you have that connected. What's your Wi-Fi code? Wi-Fi is
Mm.
technically free. You can get it in the air. You can be at the airport. Now, some people put locks, or when you go to these conferences, they have those internet blockers to where you have to pay for internet.
Yep. Yep.
But when you're in your house, you have internet. You have internet whether or not you buy the router or not. It's just how fast will it be? Now, what he's saying, or what James was saying earlier about making sure you find the Wi-Fi that's affordable in your price range, is because the more people who are in that house that are playing game, that are gaming, that are watching movies, that are doing work while they're at the house. Like, I have AT&T 1000 internet. So I have the fastest internet here in the city of Atlanta. So with that being said, I can upload a video in less than 30 seconds to a minute,
Mm.
and I'm good. But it's just me in the house. Do I need that much? Probably not. But I need it because I'm doing this streaming and I
Yeah.
don't want any problems. But if there was 5 or 6 other people living where I stay, I would not have those problems, as far as someone's on the PlayStation,
Mm.
someone's watching a movie, someone's working on the laptop. You got 5 or 6 different devices. Now, what if the router is downstairs and you're upstairs? So that's where that 2.4 gigahertz comes in, that 5 gigahertz comes in. So it's basically giving you an understanding. Now, with the 5G, on the flip side, when you leave that house,
Mm.
you want fast speeds. You want to be able to download. You want to be able to watch. You don't want the buffering. You don't want the glitching. You don't want the freezing. So that's where you get your 5G service. Before it was 4G, but now they're saying 5G is a little bit faster. And then there's this new thing called internet. What is it? Wi-Fi 6 that's supposed to be coming out within the
Yep.
next year or two.
Yep.
We're not going to dive into that yet, but just know that you're going to have to upgrade your routers when that comes out. But right now, just understand that Wi-Fi is more for the home. For the home, everyone has it. Whether you're in your car driving down the street, you can get on the internet. It's free. Now, people charge you when you go to the hospitals or you go to a hotel. They have their own dedicated service, and the best way to find out how fast your internet is I go to a website called speedtest.net. I don't get paid from them. I don't get any residuals. But go to
Yeah.
speedtest.net, and if you have a computer and it's plugged into your laptop, you're going to get an upload and you're going to get a download speed. The most important part, depending on your use case, if you're watching movies, watching YouTube, that's your download speed. So the higher the download speed, the faster the video. Now, in my use case, I'm pushing out. James is pushing out. So our upload speed means something to us. So
I probably shouldn't be doing the
Comcast,
speed test while we're streaming too.
well, this is good. But I lost my train of thought, but basically he's pushing out content. So he doesn't know what his wife is doing right now. He doesn't know what his son is doing right now. Those robot vacuum cleaners that he named his kids after, they're all running off of Wi-Fi. So you see his download speed was at 639. So everybody can watch movies, everybody can watch TV, and no one's having a problem. He's doing uploads. So that means we're streaming right now, and he's got 36 up right now. So he can stream out the show for the world to see, and he doesn't have any connectivity issues. If I showed my screen, which I can't do it right now, my numbers would triple or
Yeah.
quadruple what he has based off of the internet speed that I have and the service that I'm paying for. So my numbers are astronomical compared to that. But it's no knock. It's just that's what's available in his neighborhood. So
Right.
just be more mindful of what it is when it comes to the Wi-Fi, and then just know that if you want your phone to work fast, the actual
Now, see, he
Network
froze.
you're connected to. I could
Go ahead, brother.
what network you're connecting to, and how many other people are connecting to your connected device.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, they're saying you want to have a minimum of a 50 megabit download speed. So you see, James is at 639. They're saying just a recommended minimum of 50 megabytes. So, and your latency is like 10 milliseconds. So that's how fast you talk and how well the internet picks up. So that's basically what you want. So just pay attention to that. I hope that we broke that down to you in plain English. I hope I did. I hope James did.
I will say I'm glad you used the word latency and not the word lag. If you used the word lag, I would actually have disconnected you from the stream, because lag is not a real thing when it comes to
Gotcha. So just be mindful of these things. Just know 5G is for the phone, Wi-Fi is for the house, or whenever you're out and about. Quite naturally, you want to get connected to your own Wi-Fi hotspot, which I have my own. If I go somewhere, I never leave home without this. And so you just never know who can jump on that Starbucks or that Caribou Coffee or whoever, the doctor's office. Not to say anybody's going to hack into your stuff, but if you just want to have your own, you know that yours is more reliable. You know, no one's not going to tap into your account. You don't know how fast their internet is. So if everyone is jumping onto that internet, it could slow you down if you jump on their Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
So when I go to the doctor's office and I try to log in, I'm buffering.
That's never a good thing.
Yeah. I bring my own stuff.
Never
So just be mindful. Just be mindful. Wi-Fi. Understand the 2.4 gigahertz and the 5 gigahertz. Just understand that. And if you, we'll have this article in the description of all respective videos or where this video is housed and on the YouTube channels, and you can go back and read it for yourself.
There you go. Let's go ahead and move on. I do want to say what's going on to Mr. Matt Haas in the building. Good to see you, sir. I will be spending some time with that young man tomorrow as I launch a new enterprise technology focused stream called The Digital Collective, and Matt is going to be my first guest on that. So looking forward to that. I'm glad you were able to join. Yes, sir. Always grinding.
Show alert.
Always
New show
grinding.
alert.
See, and he's logging in from all kind of locations. You know, awesome wood things coming in from all over the place. Wi-Fi is very chatty. That's a good point as well. Wi-Fi is very chatty protocol. Walter Strong, good to see you too, brother. Shouts out to you and the Huddle. Fantastic podcast that Mr. Strong has there. Check that out, folks, if you haven't taken a look at that. I want to go back real quick before we go into, we were just going to do kind of a side conversation about laptops versus desktops, but there was a question about from Melanie. Do you guys think this upcoming Apple Watch is worth the wait? I'm not going to get it. I've got the 6. I'm not going to get the 7. If you've got the 6, don't get the 7. If you have anything older than a 6, get it, because it's physically it's internally it's the same device as the 6, same size as well. We weren't told if there were going to be different bezel sizes, right? 42 versus 44 millimeter, but the internals of the watch are the exact same as the 6. So no sense in upgrading if you already have the current version out there. But if you have something older, definitely go ahead and get it. It's got the ECG capability built in. It's got some new tools for those that ride bikes. So it's got some new fitness capabilities integrated into it as well. But that would be the only thing that I would see worth upgrading to. But again, it's $349, I think, at a minimum for whichever smaller size is going to be. So there's my answer to that one right there. You don't like talking any Apple products. I just was looking at your face as I was talking about it.
I have no response. I have nothing to give of any value.
How come you don't even have any sound effects that you could have done, right? You couldn't. You can't even do. You came in naked, didn't you? You didn't come in through vMix tonight, right?
I just came in naked.
Wow, came in naked. Chucky Matthews, Shouts out to you, man. We appreciate you. Appreciate you. We in the building. We streaming everywhere. Listen, we on multiple Facebook pages tonight. We are on multiple YouTube channels tonight. We're pushing out to Twitter. We're pushing out to Twitch. And in a couple of days, couple of hours, here's perfect segue. I believe we're going to be pushing out to Roku and Amazon as well. Want to talk about that?
Let's get it. Hey, everybody. You know me. My name's Tallboy. And this show is going to be on Roku and Fire TV. It's TBE Media. Check it out.
Definitely a TV man. He is definitely a TV man. God. I left it up there. I left it up there just for a little bit so folks can grasp it and get a hold to it right quick.
And we got cooking shows on there. We got R&B shows on there. So if you want to learn how to make a healthy meal, and well, I'm not going to say healthy meal, but if you want to make a meal in under an hour, I'm not going to say healthy, but it's maybe one healthy dish on there. And then yesterday we had Selena Johnson. I think Priscilla had yesterday.
Yeah, that was dope.
Her show will be on there as well. And this show will be on there. So I'm looking for more shows. If you create content and you're open to growing with me, we have some great packages that you might be interested in, and why not join the TBE Media family?
Hey, go ahead and answer this question from Mr. Haas.
Seriously, if you have an Amazon Fire TV, or if you have a Roku TV or a Roku streaming stick, just go to the search bar, or I think Amazon Fire, it's the find, and then go to search, and then just type in TBE Media. And you'll see my logo. And when you see the logo, that's it.
I love it. Let's hold the last conversation for another time, because again, we wanted to be concise tonight. But I think that's a great way to end tonight's stream by just saying that, listen, we are definitely doing big things, right? We are pushing out to all those different social channels that I mentioned. We're cutting up these shows into micro content so folks can look at them on all of those platforms. Tallboy's out there. He's on TV, right? He's on Roku, and that's
TV as well.
But that's a big deal, right? And we need to give you those flowers while we can, because I think that's something we've always pushed ourselves to elevate what we're providing to our community. And YouTube, is definitely a forum. Facebook is definitely a forum, even though we don't own anything there. Our blogs are a forum, but now you've elevated to be on television as well. So folks, if you do have a smart TV that is Amazon, Roku, whatever the case may be, subscribe to the channel, because that's a big deal, and that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Well, the thing that I wanted was, whether we shut down or we don't shut down, who knows what's going to happen. People were looking for content when we shut down the first time, right?
Yep.
And the thing is, if we do shut down again, I want to be able to give people a place to look when they're searching. You found something, and I want to keep you on that channel. And I want to say, whether it's you with some of your other streaming shows, or it's somebody else that has streaming content, people are going to find it. I don't know when. I can't tell you how. We have to market it. We have to let the world know. But Roku and Amazon Fire is global. So this is not just YouTube and you're just saying, hey, go there. I have people in my family that won't watch YouTube because that's just not their platform of choice. They're not Facebook people. So how do you get them to watch?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you put them on TV. Everybody's got a TV in the house. So if you download the channel, you got something to watch, because I'm going to give you something entertaining.
Put them on TV. Enlighten, entertain, and educate. That's what we do. All right, brother.
There you go.
Let's do this.
No. Yeah, you got that last thing.
Yeah, I go say. Let's do this last bit. Go ahead.
She thought that I wasn't gonna let this go without. So we got a birthday. We got a birthday girl that's in the house. She is a resident of the Lab Tech Show. Her name is Lisa Marie Huggins. Her birthday was on Monday. She's going out of town tomorrow, I think, and she won't come back. But you know what? I'm gonna send you out to wherever you choose to go and enjoy your birthday. This one is on us.
Oh, he not ready.
So crazy.
It's your birthday, so you know you gotta eat a lot of candy. Come on, here all the time to celebrate. It's over
So happy birthday to Lisa Marie and all the September people that are celebrating before or is coming up. I just want to say happy birthday to you. All right. So you can take that off the screen. It is what it is. It's the laugh, man. It's the
We out,
laugh.
y'all. Appreciate y'all.
We're just having fun.